YouTube, welcome back to my channel, man. If it's your first time here, my name is Hanny. I'm an entrepreneur. The last couple of years I got into the cell phone business, and then recently I just got into wholesale and real estate. So if you've been watching my content for a while, you'll notice that I used to do videos around phone flipping, just entrepreneur videos, and then recently I went more into the podcast space and interviewing business owners. So now, moving forward, you're going to see more of real estate content. As you guys know, now I'm into real estate, primarily focusing on wholesale and real estate. I've done a couple of videos in the past where, I've made $7,000 in my first deal, kind of showed you exactly how I did that. If you want to check that out in my old videos. And then recently I just did another deal for $17,000. So like this year alone, I've already done 3 deals so far. So I'm kind of on a track to do 1 deal a month or 2 deal a month, hopefully as the month kind of keeps going. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep documenting the process. Today I actually got an off-market deal that I acquired, and I'm gonna put it on the contract. Now essentially I'm gonna find a buyer for it. I'm gonna show you the exact process of how we do this. I know it's not really talked about a lot, especially in Canada. I'm in Winnipeg, so people don't really talk about wholesale and real estate. But at the end of the day, man, we're solving problems. We're bringing something unique in the marketplace. People have an opportunity to sell their house, off market. So that's the flexibility of working with a real estate investor, is that you can sell your house as is and you be able to get a cash offer, right? And that's essentially the advantages of working with someone directly, instead of working with someone who's like an agent, right? So there you go, man. As y'all can see, writing up this contract right here. So we're gonna purchase this property for $45,000. We're gonna give him $1,000 deposit, and then we're gonna try to wholesale this thing for $55,000, making us a $10,000 fee. So stay tuned, man. Let's see how this thing goes, man. اتكلم عربي انت؟ نعم شوية شوية. Yeah, I'm a real estate investor. I'm looking to buy houses in the area. انت from when? Serbia? From when? Syria? Okay. So a couple of things you want to look for when you're driving for dollars. Number one is you want to look at the property and see exactly if the windows need some work, if the roof needs some work, and then usually look at the outside, see if there's a bunch of trash, if there's a bunch of garbage. That lets you know that this homeowner is not usually taking care of his property. So, and then next thing you want to do is you want to door knock, right? Typically now, depending on how you look at it, I'll usually door knock if the property is really beat up. But the key though, when you drop off your letter, it's not really so called to just get someone to talk to you right away, but it's for them to give you a call, right? Because then they'll have an obligation to want to speak with you, instead of like, because when you door knock, sometimes you can get rejected. Someone be like, oh, I don't want to speak to nobody right now. And I just be like, go away, you know what I mean? So that's how you do it, man. You got to drive for dollars, find opportunities in your marketplace. Looks like someone broke in the door, man. It looks like this property is vacant, bruh. Y'all be look crazy. This property, like I can already see the roof is kind of already going on this thing. When you look at the damn, look at all these eagers, you see now, that's how you know he ain't really done nothing. So you know he haven't taken care of his property. It's just run down. You know what I mean? So these are kind of things you want to look for. You see all these things coming out. So you know he hasn't cleaned it. And when you see the door, it looks like someone broke the door. So he's definitely not taking care of this property. On to the next one, man. Your flyer down, you want to have it sticking out. So that means when the seller comes, opens his door, he gonna see my flyer. It looks like so what I'll do sometimes, I'll go look at a house, right? And then I'll look at if they're across the street, I'll tell them, hey, do you know anything about the property? So my script is like, so I was in the neighborhood and I seen a property across the street. Do you know the story behind the house? How you doing, sir? Yeah, you tell them, you know anything about the property? You know what the story about the house is? So the reason why you want to say the story, you don't want to say you know anything about the house, because once you ask them, you know, what the story of the property is, they'll start telling you, oh, like, you know, I don't know that person. They live there with their parents, with their mom, and with their husband. They've been there for a long time. So they'll start telling you the story. Maybe because they probably been there for 10 years. So once you start gauging that they live in the neighborhood, then your next question is like, oh, okay, tell me a little bit about your property. You own this property, sir? And then you kind of run down the script. Okay, tell me more. And then you just want to hear them out. You don't even want to ask about the house. Okay, how long you been in the neighborhood? Okay, you ever thought about, you know, maybe fixing this thing? I'm actually a handyman. You don't even say I buy houses. I'm actually a handyman. I was in the neighborhood and I thought I wanted to look at your property, right? And you just kind of go on and go on and go on. So every time they give you an objection, your goal is to essentially let them know that you're here in the neighborhood, right? You're a handyman. You're a community service guy, you know, because when we say we buy houses, they automatically be like, oh, you're an investor, you're an agent. So it's always having that conversation with them. And most of the time, though, it's just keeping the convo going, not even asking them about their house or, you know, how much they're looking to get. But if you can understand them, have empathy, really just figure out what the problems are, then you eventually win, man. That's the whole business, man. We just got done. We drove for dollars today. You know, I had me getting some coffee, man. So, man, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more behind the scenes of just real estate, of business, you know, just trying to get deals, talking to sellers, make sure to subscribe, man, and like this video right here, and share this video with someone else that can help inspire them, man. We out. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.